20-year sibling rivalry, Mario and Luigi team up using synchronized super moves in their most ridiculous adventure ever.
Let's go!
Okie dokie.
Let's go!
Okie dokie.
Okay, we're back with Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Last time, we were kind of pulled in 8 different directions. Well, we confronted Bowser and Bowser Jr., or Baby Bowser. Actually, now I'm doing the opposite. Wrong thing. Baby Bowser and Bowser. That was a sick fight. And then we were abducted by the Shroob Mothership. Then we were confronted by Queen Shroob there, trying to track down Princess Peach. Turns out Princess Peach, quote unquote, was actually Princess Shroob, or Queen Shroob, who would have guessed, who could have foreseen such a turn of events. Totally not us. It's almost like because we didn't hear her say a word and couldn't see her face, that we should have been a little bit more suspicious. So we have no idea where the actual Princess Peach is. Last time we saw her, she was eaten by Petey Piranha. So I don't know, maybe she really did get eaten. She got ate and is dead. I've been saying she's been dead the whole time, but everybody else, nobody else is even considering such things. That never happens in the Mushroom Kingdom. Death is only a momentary setback. And then we wandered through the destroyed ruins of Toad Town, right outside Peach's castle in the past. And then Stuffwell was like, hey, you know what's right by here? It's freaking Star Hill, where the Cobalt Star comes from. We should go there, I guess. And I guess we figured, sure, why not? We're kind of, I'm gonna be honest with you, our characters feel a little aimless in this game a little bit. We've been trying to get Cobalt Star pieces. It seemed like they had a very normal, natural setup. One piece of the star leads you to the next piece of the star. The more we have, the more we might be able to track down where Peach is. But then the writers just kind of said, actually no, here's where Peach is. We just kind of like hopped into a time portal, and it just happened to take us where Peach was, and then we haven't found any other pieces of the Cobalt Star. I mean, we got it stolen from us when we only had 2 pieces. That would have been a pretty sizable twist if it was stolen from us when we almost, had the last one, Basically, all in all, the conclusion I have been coming to is that when the game is dealing with Shroob invasion stuff, that's when it's the most interesting. It trying to do the whole, here's a bunch of stuff to collect, like as per usual, that's actually when it feels kind of just, it kind of feels like it's just kind of slapped on top of the actual real meat of the game. It feels like they almost felt like they had to do a star collectathon again for the umpteenth time. I'm not even one to care about Nintendo repeating ideas over and over again. It's just that they had so much other unique stuff here, and every time they want us to turn our attention, they literally had to have Stuffwell be like, interrupt us and be like, hey, what if we focused on the Cobalt Star really quick? What if that was important again? And it's like, I mean, okay, I guess I can pretend that's important. I guess we can all pretend like that's an important thing. Sure. I don't know, man. Like, what if we cared about that? I don't care about that. I kind of care where Peach is at this point. We haven't been using the Cobalt Star to track her down or to track other pieces of it down. So its importance is kind of lost on me at the moment. I feel like it'd be lost on the brothers as well, but anyways, with that long-winded intro critiquing the game aside, let's continue on. But first, if you've been enjoying this or anything else on this channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of more things in the future. Episodes of this just about every single day. Links in the description of things that I am doing, have been doing, or will be doing in the future. Also, me and my friend are making a game. Any and all support towards that would be much appreciated. You can support us by supporting anything on this channel, supporting the devlog streams, and most of all, supporting the Patreon. With that, let's keep going. First things first. Beans. Also, on the weekends, going to be uploading long parts, doing premiere videos. I'll stream, kind of like a stream, but not doing it actually live, of Metaphor ReFantazio, because that game looks sick. I almost didn't get a copy. The lady had to tell me, like, hey, it's a good thing you pre-ordered it, because it was getting sold out. And I'm surprised that of all games, not only because it's an RPG, but just because it's a very weird-looking game on the outside. But maybe the weirdness is what's people, maybe that's what's drawing people to it. It's supposed to be the gate to the Star Shrine the Cobalt Star spoke of. Pilgrims and wanderers, what is it you seek in this sanctified place? Beyond this gate lies the sacred realm of stars, keepers of light. Those judged unworthy and without purpose will not be allowed to enter. Stop. Whatever that garbled fake Italian you were about to speak to me, you need to knock that off right now, mister. That is not going to do you any favors here. Learn how to say real words and then get back to me. Thanks. No words of explanation will be necessary. All that I require is an appraisal of your worth. Such is the entry key. You will step forward, red man of mustache. Stand before me. Speak no words. Open your heart. This is very weird. Ooh, what? Impossible. No, amazing. Well. Red man of mustache. You are true and courageous. Your heart is filled with virtue and concern for your brother. Oh. Well, that's nice. Do you recommend you watch your diet? Oh, I do recommend you watch your diet, however. For it is also filled with much Alfredo sauce. Oh no, is Mario developing like a heart condition? As Italians, I mean, we're not really eating we're not on the balanced side of most diets, I think. You should especially cut down on the carbonara, though it will be hard, for that is very tasty. If you curb your appetite, do some light cardio work, and continue to ward your brother, you will no doubt grow to be a figure of immense popularity, yet not grow an immense belly. I deem you... Okay, this is kind of slipping into fat-shaming territory. If you're worried about, like, the internals, you know, then that's all good and stuff like that, but... You know, chill out a little bit. I deem you worthy to pass this gate, and recommend Puttanesca. Puttanesca? Neshka? Would it be Puttanesca? Is it Shka? Or Ska? I don't actually... Listen, I may be Italian. I am not I am not steeped in Italian culture. That stuff is great. Now, green man of mustache. Well, oh my, huh? Eh, what? Whoa, ew, shocking, what was that? Ooh. Oh, he must have gotten a brief history of Luigi's relationship with Prince Peasley. Although, that reaction would imply that maybe, Gator, you a little phobic? You a little homophobic, my man? Green man of mustache. You. Luigi's getting real close. Good luck out there. Oh no. Aww. What is that? You crave more? I could be more direct, but everyone would hear. Are you sure you wish for this to be? The secrets of your heart would be revealed. That odd incident, and that other thing as well. He's totally looking at Luigi and Prince Peasley stuff. And maybe Daisy stuff too. Maybe he's just like, dang Luigi, you kind of hoeing out a little bit. I respect the game, but I don't feel like getting into it. There are babies here. Oh, Luigi does it. Okay, then I shall whisper. As for the little ones, I know their hearts are innocent, so they may pass unhindered. That's a nice little detail, actually. This means that most of you are worthy of admittance. However, the green man of mustache is questionable. His heart is muddled with certain questionable things. Yo, what are we saying? Who knows what trials the road ahead may bring? You may find yourselves tested like never before. No, that thing, you and the green and that green guy. No, I mean it's beautiful. I swear, you're not my thing. Not my thing. I don't get it, you know. But no, it's a beautiful thing. I like that. Yeah, sure. You know, I wouldn't want, you know, maybe keep that away from me and mine. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I mean, like, you're allowed to live your life, and I'll live my life. That's all I'm saying about it. like, what are we doing here? Green man, yet the green man of mustache weeps and worries like a child, fearful. It is embarrassing. I cannot allow one who bemoans his fate to pass through the gate. It is most unfortunate, but you may not proceed. Oh, this is screwed up. Please calm yourselves. I will summarize your position if you are calm. There are 3 options open to you at this time. The first is to give up and return home to a dinner of healthy pasta puttanesca. Okay, you're fat shaming and you're belittling and you're maybe a bigot. So like, I don't know, man. I feel like maybe you're not the best judge of character. By whose standards are these that you set before us? The second is to leave the green mustache behind and proceed without him. The third is to search out and strike the Aurora block, wherever it may be hidden. Which of these 3 roads you choose to follow is up to you. Your hearts are your guides. What, you may be wondering, is this ominous Aurora block? Prepare for enlightenment. It's a rare block. Its presence has long been celebrated by the denizens of the Star Realm. That is an important thing, for if you are able to find the Aurora block and strike it, I will acknowledge the green man of mustache's courage and cooperative spirit. Then your entire company shall be judged worthy and allowed free passage into the realm. Fare you well.
Oh no! Ma tutto ripeto, tutto nel pacchetto pato. Ok.
I wonder what Mario was conveying the first time when Luigi said, "Oh no." Was Mario like, I don't know, man, maybe I just gotta leave you behind. Freaking Luigi passed by God Door, and the God Door was like, yeah, I don't know, man, you're kind of whack. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Like, what the heck? I've never... Such terrible judgment cast upon Luigi. Oh yeah, last time we also got the strongest ability in the game, and we get to use it for free. Whenever we want. And it, just one-shots everybody? I mean, these guys take critical damage from it, to be fair, but also, I mean, at the moment, we have an infinite number of those. So it sort of kind of feels like, why wouldn't we use that? You know what I mean?
Let's go.
I mean, it does 500 damage to these guys. Again, though, it's crazy that, like, I think this is the last item that we get in this game, or the last bros move we get. And it really is just, like... It is just the Fire Flower and Ice Flower again. It's the same thing, except it includes all 4 of us. Sure. But, I don't know. Like... I don't feel like we have a super interesting assortment of abilities, as opposed to, oh my gosh, one thing I saw, like one of the new abilities I saw in
Let's go.
in the new Mario and Luigi game, Brothership. Holy crud. It's the sickest. People are already making Persona edits for it. It's crazy. We don't even need to mash this one out hard. I mean, jeez. I mean, like, you know, like, what's up? 5 more for speed, jeez. We haven't done an attack on you in a while. How did we get a 1? There were so many other bigger numbers. I do close my eyes every time I select it, but that's because I feel like seeing the numbers is gonna throw me off more than if I just let fate decide. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that ain't bad. Like 500 experience every fight, though. That's kind of crazy. Uppies, my babies, uppies. I do like the music in this place, the vibes. The art style is very interesting too. It kind of it's very Kirby-esque, I think, is a way to put it.
Oh no!
Chill out, Mario. Fine. Get up, samurai. We got enemies to one-shot. I mean, that did 300 damage, not even on a crit, and I'm not even mashing the button. I'm just like lightly tapping it. What the heck am I looking at here? Oh, I forgot about these guys. Oh man, this game does have some sick enemy. Oh, it's like it's a cluster of pipes with a little piranha plant that has an astronaut helmet on. What the heck? What do you call Piranha Planet, dude? I want to see what you do. I couldn't see where Mario was going. Ow. Okay, so that's another example. We were talking about this last episode, how a lot of enemies have attacks that just repeat a bunch of times. So it feels like even though like you could get 3, 4, 5 inputs, sometimes literally 5 inputs correctly, and then it's like, well, but then you'll still have a chance to get hit on the last one. And it's like, well, alright. Wait, hold on. That guy died that quickly? How much? 82 damn? That guy's okay. The Piranha Planets are very weak, actually, evidently. Because we didn't even hit him. We didn't even do a successful jump on as Mario. Oh, more of the block guys too.
Let's go.
Gotta kind of time it. What are you guys called? Wonder Thwacks. Okay. So we're already repeating the Thwack enemies? That's fine. I think... Okay, so the blue ones are very weak against that, but the red ones are not, which makes sense. They are, those 32 HPs? What? Okay, so they're kind of weak, okay. I think the repeating of so many enemies wouldn't feel so bad if if there wasn't a lot of cases where the enemies we were fighting are just like your standard Mario enemies. You know what I mean? What? I was mid-swing when he was right on top of me. I'm actually kind of wondering if I could just kill him with jump attacks, but we would take damage every time that happened if that was the case. Yeah, I mean, oh, okay. Toss. But yeah, I just feel like they use like very like normal standard Mario enemies enough to a point where it's like going into a new area and already seeing just a reskin of enemies from the previous area. It's kind of like, it's a little bit of a shame, and this isn't unique to any of the Mario RPGs, of course, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like we were seeing new enemies all the time in the other ones. And it feels like the enemies in this game have had, like, there's like 1 or 2 unique ones per area. I could be sort of that could be an exaggeration. I'm not trying to find yet another thing to rag on this game about. Just sort of something I've kind of noticed. I feel like in the Superstar Saga, I mean, I think the thing about Superstar Saga is that even when it was like, oh, here's a Koopa, here's a Spiny, they were all uniquely designed versions of those enemies for that game. In this game, when we fight a Boo, it was a Boo. When we fought a Koopa, it was a Koopa. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, that kind of feels like a shame. Want to turn into a ball? No thanks. Okay, so it seems like they were just straight up like a choice. We didn't like have to go either way. Or we only had to go one direction maybe? Oh, still alive. Nice. Oh, super drop. That's pretty good.
Let's go.
And it's like, well, these are shy guys, but they have propellers. They got bombs. But they are shy guys. Here's the thing, but then occasionally you see an enemy that's like, this is a sick idea. The freaking Piranha Planet enemies are amazing. And again, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking. Superstar Saga was doing that all the time. The like mummified Goombas with like spear tops coming out of their heads in the desert in Tiki Valley, or in the same area, the freaking really tall Koopas that are wearing like completely different garb, they're completely differently designed and stuff like that. It's just like, I don't know. They didn't flex as hard. I guess the Thwax fighting the thwacks is cool. I think like that's all right. Are we done? Attack. Dang. Attack had not fully reset. I don't know what I've done for Luigi. I can't remember the last thing I've done. Shoot. Not great. Not all right.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know. These guys are just. I almost wish they were like kind of stronger. They are not very strong. I'll take a super shroom. I'm getting to use the egg for free and then getting free items from it is kind of OP.
Let's go.
Not bad. Yeah, it just kind of seems like this game in particular is just sort of like biting from a lot of other games' stuff in a way that's not really taking a new spin or putting a new creative touch on it, I feel like. Because even this place, Star Hill, like really, we're back to a Star Hill? How many times have we been to a Star Hill? Now, I have been playing nothing but Mario RPGs for months now. How many times have we been to a Star Hill? But it's like, well, at least put like a spin on it. A spin or a vibe. But this is sort of just like, we're just sort of in space.
Let's go.
Here's some like candy colored blocks. Almost looks like Mario 3D World, which I'm not saying this is taken from Mario 3D World. Obviously this game came out way before that, but I'm just saying. Somebody was being like, yeah, I'm not interested in playing Metaphor because it's like, I don't know what it's like. Okay, here's like pretty like gameplay that's only serviceable, and then I'm paying $70 for like 70 hours, like for like 70 hours of talking, and I was like, I feel like this is just describing an RPGs. Now I know RPGs don't have to do that, and when they break from that mold, they can often be elevated, but I feel like it's a little disingenuous to be like are we acting like this is not just the way RPGs often are, and they're not bad for being like that. And then what shocked me was that like the person in question also is like a huge, massive fan of Xenoblade Chronicles, and that kind of boggles my mind, because here's the thing. I think the Xenoblade games are obviously awesome. Now, I've only played through 1 all the way through. 2, I have my reservations about. I just feel like everything about it makes it harder to approach. And I'm not even like adamantly against anime or anything like that. I'm just like, it's just like it's a very big step away from the vibe from Xenoblade Chronicles 1, I feel like. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I just haven't sat down and played through the whole thing. I need to do that. But the combat across all the Xenoblade games, I feel like they add a lot on top mechanically to make the combat more engaging. But a lot of them, it's kind of glorified MMO combat though, right? I feel like that's okay. And that's not even a necessarily bad thing. I'm just saying that, like, are we saying that the gameplay of those games is more interesting than like what Persona and Metaphor, like than what Atlas has been doing in their RPGs? Xenoblade Chronicles, those games have glorified MMO combat with like extra bells and whistles thrown on top, and that's not bad. I think those games are good. I I think they're very good, actually. But then also, what are you doing most of the time? You're running around big areas that really don't have much to them. Now, however, I think the areas are designed in an interesting way. Conceptually, they're very compelling. I have yet to see if Metaphor gets there, like gets to that point. I like that opening desert area. I thought that area was kind of slick. The sort of autumn forest we were in too. I just kind of like the way the game looks. Kind of does something for me inherently, so that could be also part of it. I think here's the thing: Xenoblade has engaging areas. I like to explore the areas in Xenoblade Chronicles. I can only speak to one. I know 3 has more and even bigger. Like the zones are very large, a lot more like giant open world-esque zones, a la FF7 Rebirth. FF7 Rebirth feels like it's taking a lot from Xenoblade games, whether that was an intentional thing or not. It just kind of seems to be the case in the best way. But like really big zones, but like with way less to do in them. Like you auto pick up stuff. You auto pick up like shinies off the ground, very much like straight out of like EverQuest 2, right? It's literally an MMO pick up stuff mission or mechanic that then you put those things. They're not crafting things or anything like that. They're things that you use to turn it to like do side quests later, and the side quests are like not voiced. They are very simple ideas. They are your standard go kill the big named guy, go kill a group of enemies, go pick up things off the ground. It's literally MMO stuff. You're doing MMO stuff. And it's like that stuff. Here's the thing: I love RPGs, so I'm okay doing that stuff. Because I'm kind of like probably a little bit of a psychopath. I don't know. But like, I don't know how we can say that, how you can look at that game and really like those games and really, really like them, but then look at what Metaphor is doing by being like, it's got like visual novel. Nice. It's got like Persona games, for instance, have like a visual novel element to them. It's the closest thing I could compare them to. You're living your day by day, you're making choices and stuff like that. And how you interact with people, you're building your bonds with different people. That unlocks more story bits and side stories and things like that. You're choosing how the time you spend your day. It's like it's almost like time management as well. So to say that like that's any better or worse than like, I don't know how many, if I look up, I'm gonna look up right now I'm gonna look up Xenoblade Chronicles 2 cutscenes, because everybody always uploads a million cutscenes, like the full cutscene package for everything. So let's freaking see. Liam Triforce made a video of there will never be another game like Mirror's Edge. Very true. I need to actually play that game because it has always looked really sick. I never got around to it. 2 cutscenes. Oh wow, yeah. So many cutscenes, in fact, that you almost wouldn't even be able to upload it fully onto YouTube. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the movie, chapters 1 through 10. That is 14 hours of cutscenes. 14 hours of cutscenes. And we're complaining that there might be a lot of talking in Metaphor. A game that isn't even out yet, by the way, so how do you even know? Truly, right? I understand it's made by Atlas, and we know what their tendencies are, so we can acknowledge that much, right? But I'm sorry, 14 hours of cutscenes across a presumably like 100-hour game. Is that any different from FF7 Rebirth? Is that any different from a Persona game? Maybe. I understand that that Persona games or Atlas games in general, Persona and then maybe also Metaphor, from what it looks like on the outside. Oh, cool. Well, it wasn't that bad. I understand that that there is a that the gameplay is two prongs. Is what you do in dungeons and fighting and making personas and things like that, right? And then the other element is obviously the social element and stuff like that. But that just means it's a different kind of game. Are we saying that's bad? That has to be just like a bad thing? I can understand if, again, this is one of those cases where I'm like, if you want to just say this isn't for you, I can respect that. Yes, that is it. Impressive. That is the Aurora block. You have done well to find it. It wasn't actually that hard. We literally made a circle. It was like, I don't know, we probably could have seen that from where we're standing here. But just to finish that thought really quick, if you want to say that like it's not for you, that's one thing. But if you're trying to paint it off like it's bad or egregious, that like, first off, noting that like, oh yeah, this is a $70 game. First off, again, games prices have not gone up. And Atlas, who has made a probably 100+ hour experience, them bumping the price of their game up, I freaking feel better about that than most of the other people who have been charging more for their games. If I can get like 100 hours of entertainment out of Metaphor, if I could get 70 hours or 50 hours of entertainment out of Metaphor, then I think it was worth the price of admission. Like, what are we saying? Even if it is just talking, I have to pay 20 if I want to go see a movie or buy a movie. I have to pay anywhere from 25 to 30. Sometimes, if you want to get Blu-ray, it's like $40 in order to get a movie to watch it. That movie can be an hour and a half sometimes. Maybe an hour and 20 minutes. Maybe sometimes 3 hours if we're feeling a little spicy, you know? And then we're saying that getting 100+ hours of storytelling, of characters. And here's the thing, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to hate the story. Maybe I'm going to hate the characters. I can fully admit that, right? And then that'll kind of suck, right? But at the very least, those characters in that story will have taken me on a journey either way for 100+ hours. How, I just don't understand, like, the price point to me is like a non-issue. I think 9 times out of 10 people complaining about the price of games going up, they don't understand. They have not gone up since their inception. They have not gone up. Or maybe they've gone up like once since games began to be sold to the public in this format. They have not gone up in decades. It's only natural for games that are getting more expensive to make. Needlessly so, don't get me wrong, you don't need to be dumping $100 million into games, into the creation of a game. That's ridiculous. I think across the board, you just shouldn't be doing that. Granted, one of my favorite things at the moment is the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy that's going on. That's an outlier case I really appreciate. I think it's really cool that the developers are being allowed to create something like that. I think that's a really unique situation. I really appreciate that that's happening. But there is still the problem that they dump $100 million into a game and then expect a single game to make that money back. Games don't have it like that. They just don't. There are live service games that can do that, that can achieve that, but even those cases feel like they're these like random, like lightning in a bottle scenarios, and everybody's trying to imitate it, and it's just like that's not how it works. There is not a science to it. You can go and try to make a game and have it look exactly like Fortnite, but the chances of it becoming the next Fortnite are slim to none. All right, the landscape is too volatile for you to try to imitate stuff. Of which I'm just saying, people don't need to be dumping that much money into games. But regardless of whether or not you're dumping hundreds of millions of dollars into games, a lot of the time, a lot of games, especially the ones made by bigger studios, they are getting overall more expensive to make sometimes. Not looking at the indie scene, obviously. Like studio-built games. A lot of manpower, a lot of hours, a lot of people, like a lot of hands on deck, and yet the game prices have not gone up. So, I don't... Now, here's the thing. What I don't like to see is that, okay, who's starting to bump up the prices first? Oh, it's big freaking AAA companies who are going to resell you the same game 20 times over. Oh, it's freaking, like, I don't know, like a Naughty Dog bumping. Here, buy our, like, $80 game. Here's a new NBA game. It's $80 or something like that, right? That's when I roll my eyes, because, like, the games that I want to see cost more money. First and foremost are indie games. I feel like people have this really warped perception of indie games where they think that just because it was made by one or two people, or just because it's in a small, simpler looking package, or because of the art style it uses, or because of the type of game it is, that it is worth any less than some new Call of Duty game coming out. Call of Duty is going to charge you $120 for the most expensive package of a game, and the least expensive package is going to be anywhere from $70 to $80. Guaranteed, right? Whereas I can get like 60 plus hours of gameplay out of Hollow Knight, and Hollow Knight sometimes goes up for like $10, $15. An expensive indie game is like $20 to $30, and people get upset about that sometimes. It's crazy, and it's like, I'm sorry, if I'm getting as much time into Balatro as I can out of like some live service game like League of Legends or Call of Duty, then why is Balatro worth less? If I can get just as much, if not more, time out of it than like some fancy new AAA game. Explain to me why Balatro is only worth $10. It's because is the development time even less? Sometimes no. Sometimes with a lot of indie games, big or small, sometimes the development time is more than AAA games. So it's like people have a really warped perception of how much of the value of a thing, and I think people really need to like start adjusting their brains. People are the problem. I think the majority of studios and people making games are not the issue here. I think it's the people buying the games. We need to readjust our values. And if you're upset at the price of games going up, it really does just come down to, you don't need to play every single game that comes out. You don't. First off, you don't even have time to do that. If you do somehow have time to do that, tell me your secret. Or if you do, you're probably like a streamer who can like do that as a job. In which case, buy all the games that come out anyways, because it's your job and you have the money to do so. I don't know. That feels simple to me. I buy a lot of games because I really, really care about games. And I like to ensure that I also buy physical copies because when games come out, because I like to ensure that at some point in the future, even if it takes me forever to get to the game, I can get to it eventually. When I eventually want to play Metal Gear Solid, I have all the Metal Gear Solid games to play. Whenever I feel like playing any of the Final Fantasy games, I have them on hand. Whenever I want to play the Mother games, I have them on hand. That's why I do that, right? It's more of like a collector's, like this is an interest of mine thing. But a casual player, you just don't need to buy every single game that comes out. Finish a game, get another one, finish that, get another one, or don't. The price is worth it. It is worth it. Even if it doesn't feel like it's worth it, you know? Little game like this, I think the most telling thing is when, like, you know, Nintendo will come out with Echoes of Wisdom, right? And most people probably thought like, oh, that'll be like a cheaper game. They charge $60 for that. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, why wouldn't they charge $60 for that? Why do you look at, is it just the art style? Is why you would look at Echoes of Wisdom and say, well, that can't be worth the same price as Last of Us 2. Why? What if it was made by just as much people? Just as many people in just the same amount of time? It probably wasn't made by the same amount of people, but might have been made in the same amount of time. So why is it worth less? Plus, honestly, you could probably get more time sunk into Echoes of Wisdom than you can Last of Us 2, maybe. Last of Us 2 is a pretty long game, to be fair, but anyways. Speaking of Nintendo games I would pay big bucks for, Yes, that is it. Impressive. That is the Aurora block. You've done well to find it. Yippee wahoo. Now, Green Man of Mustache, strike the block so that I may witness your deed and deem you worthy despite your flaws. I mean, so is it, you have to be flawless? Is that where the worth comes from? Hey. Hey. Hey, asshole. No, that will not do. Your insincerity sickens me. Approach me this instant. What is up? What's your problem, man? Are you listening to me, Green Man of Mustache? For you should listen well. It was not due to your efforts alone that the block was brought here, was it? Who is responsible for this achievement? Who is it that made this possible? Select your answer from the following 3 choices. None of this is true. All of this is wrong. We all worked together to get it here. The babies pushed it off. That is not true, is it? Think this through carefully. To whom do you owe thanks for the completion of your task? Select your answer from the following 3 choices. It was the babies were the ones who knocked it down. You honestly believe this to be true? Think before speaking. To whom do you owe thanks for the completion of your task? Select your answer from the following 3 choices. It's the babies. Get serious. The correct answer is everyone. Oh, you are an asshole. You suck. I hate you. I hate you. You're the worst kind of like a mystical creature entity who's here to like task us and test us. You suck. You suck. What else could it be? How could you fail to know the correct answer? It wasn't there. You said you gave me 3 choices. You can't present me with a multiple choice like test and then tell me that I got it wrong because some answer that wasn't even written down was the answer. It is inconceivable to me. It is deplorable. What? Did I tell you to choose from only 3 responses? Yes! What do you mean? There were not 4 to choose from? You said 3. You lie. Screw you! I'm gonna kill you. Can we kick this guy's ass? It is this very tendency to falsify and edit facts that gets you in trouble. Oh my gosh. No wonder he's appalled by Luigi's past. By Luigi's homoerotic past. I'm just arguing with some freaking Twitter bro. I'm arguing with like a Trump supporter right now.
Oh no.
Surely you realize your progress is a testament to teamwork, that it is a group effort. Yes, I know you do, and yet you refuse to pick the correct answer for everyone. And then you lie. I am appalled.
No.
If you continue thusly, your fate is sealed. You shall spend your days in loneliness, mark my words. I beg your pardon? You imply that I am lying? Yes. Yes. Thank you, Mario. Heck yeah. Let's get this guy. You mean to say that Luigi has done nothing wrong? Incredible. All of you. You are truly amazing. You are the best siblings ever. Come, Green Man of Mustache, you need weep no more. Rise and face me. Now that I've thoroughly traumatized you in front of your friends and family. This was all merely a test of my devising. Red Man of Mustache, for the sake of your brother, you went in search of the Aurora block. You endured hardships and supported your sibling. Your feelings for your brother are genuine. What a grand older brother. I am quite moved. Green Man of Mustache, for all that I have forced you to endure, forgive me. You see, I know the truth. Your heart is like a gemstone, multifaceted and beautiful. I see how it sparkles. Oh, the door's just repressed. The door took one look at Luigi and started to feel things it never felt before and didn't understand. It's got the hots for Luigi, like the rest of us do. Okay, this makes total sense now. There are places that need polishing, but you are vital to your companions. You must march on bravely on. You have my undying support. Okay. Your ability to bounce back after traumatic experiences is astounding, Green One. You are the envy of therapists all around the world. You may all pass. I will not hinder you. Now, Green Man of Mustache, please strike the block with all your newfound grace. Yes, a fine jump. Oh, and by the way, the Aurora block, it can alter its shape to match the size of the heart of the one who strikes it. Good heavens. Oh!
Luigi!
What? What the heck? Why did you do this to me? Without further delay, let the gate be opened. May the road ahead bring you all such happiness. I am appalled. I am genuinely appalled and distressed at what that door put us through. More specifically, I mean, more specifically, what would it put Luigi through? To be honest. But whatever. I guess it's fine. So I guess it's just all in a day's work, eh, Luigi? Luigi trying to exist as a little anxiety creature. The heck are we doing now? Okay. Nice. 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 Yeah, the thwacks are kind of nothing. They're kind of babies. They're kind of fools. Oh, that was a unique background just for this specific section. I mean, the Mario RPGs do that a lot. They will like make specific backgrounds for like, you walk 5 steps forward and it's like, oh, all the background elements are now part of the scenery when you're in the fight too. Well, now how is that fair? Wait, oh, this is a unique background just for being in the tunnel? Just for being in the pipes? What the heck? Mamma mia. Wow. Yeah, the badge we have on Baby Mario is kind of nuts. It's kind of crazy. I think it's the one we used too. Oh wow, hold on, wait, you're telling me I had to throw the babies into a hole in the ground in order for them to shoot up a 100 coin? Wow, I've never, this game's never done that before. Oh, I'm sorry. The game's not bad. The game's very good. Here's the thing, this is one of those cases where it's like, this is like a Skyward Sword situation, I feel like, where they've taken elements that we have seen before and will see in the future for these games, and they've committed to them. So they've like boiled them down. They've boiled them down to their like base features and elements, so that it's like, is this bad? It's like, well, no, the game's very good. This is simply one of those cases where it's like, it's very much Skyward Sword, where it's like, well, okay, if this is what a bad Mario and Luigi game looks like, then dang, the Mario and Luigi games are pretty good. Now, what a bad Mario and Luigi game really looks like is is Paper Jam. Changed my mind. And to be fair, even that game, like from what I've seen, still has like maintains the comedy, and still has like, you know, the fun element of it being like the very fun element of it being a crossover with Paper Mario. Like, that is cool. It's just the fact that, like, oh, Mamma Mia. It's just the fact that they like took all they drained one of the most creative Nintendo franchises, probably in my opinion, and like stripped it of all of its like character and personality, much like what they did with Paper Mario, and it's just very weird, very weird to see. A very confusing choice. Yeah, Nintendo will fluctuate from being like, well, that's really cool of you, Nintendo, it's really cool and crazy that you did this thing, to making like baffling decisions. Why did they feel afraid to make new Star Fox games and instead just kept... Okay. Alright. So we have to we have to go hit the right ones first. Okay. Okay, that's gonna have something to do with... Good heavens. Blue blocks will change to match the color of whoever strikes them. If struck by one in red, they will become red. If struck by one in green, they will become green, and no other colors. No other colors exist, so don't even ask about it. Okay, it's like this, 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 this. This. And everything else is Baby Luigi. Nice. Oh, we actually had to do that? Noted. Okay. Well, we're going to go and clear all the areas first, so when we backtrack through all of them, because we have to backtrack through all of them, because we always have to backtrack in this game, everywhere we go. Other things actually spin down here. Oh, that's fun. Nice. Like, why did they think that they couldn't make any new Star Fox games, and why did they repeat Star Fox 64 or most elements from Star Fox 64 20 million times? How come Eiji Aonuma looked at the one Nintendo franchise that had maybe the most potential for storytelling, which is The Legend of Zelda? Why did he look at that series and say, my dream is to make a game that has no story? Why did he go on record saying that his dream was to make a game that has no story when he is the head producer / director of Zelda games? And why did he want to take that dream and apply it to Zelda games? Could you riddle me that? Holy crap. Did we just do HP or something? Jeez. How come Nintendo looked at their unique unique to Nintendo RPG franchises. Whoops. Still killed them. Wow. That ability, wow, I butchered that ability, and it still killed them. That's crazy. Yeah, how come Nintendo looked at their most creative and unique, and wholly unique to Nintendo RPG franchises, with all the Mario RPGs, known for being extremely creative and really breaking the mold of what you would think of Mario as being? Why did they look at those and say, oh man, you know what would be really cool? It would be if we stripped all of the creativity and unique elements out of them, and then we boiled them down to just being purely like plain Mario specific, like only the most basic core Mario characters in them ever again, forever. Why did you look at the most creative thing and then say, I think this would be better if we stopped being creative for it? Now that's not entirely fair, because even the bad or less good Paper Mario games still have a lot of creativity in them, right? My main point is mainly just the fact that or my main problem is mainly just the fact that they stripped so much personality out from them for no reason. Out of that franchise, of all things. You could have made, again, and the main thing that I always think of when that stuff happens is the fact that, like, well, you could just, it's like, well, you could make new franchises, because it's not like that never works for you. Did ARMS work out? No. Did Splatoon work out? Yeah, I think so. I would say that Splatoon was pretty freaking successful. Shoot. So I just have to run in circles for this? It's kind of weird, Nintendo. It's like Splatoon was very successful. So it's like, and then also they have been able to bring back and reinvent previous franchises and do bold moves for them all the freaking time. Look at Pikmin 4. Look at Kirby in the Forgotten Land. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I respect the hustle. A lot of other people were big fans of it. I think it's got some design issues that I have qualms with, but that's fine. That's besides the point. It did very well. And it was a brand new take on Kirby. Just like, you know, bringing Donkey Kong Country back was a brand new take on Donkey Kong. Where is Donkey Kong? Did freaking Returns and Tropical Freeze, did those not do well? Like what happened? It's very weird to me. Whoops. Wait, do I have to go and throw the babies into the thing again in order to get them to be able to hit the block? No, we hit it and then it fell off. Good. I was about to say, if you're gonna make me backtrack and do that stuff again, holy crud. Oh. My thing froze. Why? I haven't done anything in the game. I've connected some more of the lines. One sec. Well, at the very least, I've figured out how to. So this is where we're at now. At the very least, I've figured out how to. It sucks that it doesn't. Like the Elgato capture card just stops. Like it stops even capturing its the audio even. Okay, you can't even layer the audio so you can hear what's going on. Yeah, at the very least, I figured out how to mid-recording fix it, so I don't have to like stop the recording or anything like that. That is nice, at least. But yeah, it's like if you want to make a unique adventure style game, a la a Origami King, then why don't you make a new game like that? Why take the thing that's known for being one thing and entirely change it to a point where it's unrecognizable? And you take away all the elements that people like from a thing. I'm very much like, you have an interesting idea? Do that idea. Why take Zelda, which is known for telling stories that people love, simple as they may be? Holy crud. Holy crud. Okay. Freaking alright. Yeah, speaking of, Superstar being quick and snappy, this game is the opposite of that. The levels in this game go on for an eternity. Holy crud. Yeah, why take Zelda and then make that the one that has such a loose, light story in it that you can literally miss a majority of it, where most of the story being told doesn't even take place in the present day, where you make baffling decisions that time and time again take away from your ability to even tell the story. You want it to be so open-ended, you can't even reliably tell your story. Except, to be fair, me and my friend who I'm making the game with have talked extensively on this. A lot of the decisions that they make in Tears of the Kingdom could have been easily fixed, while still keeping the game open world. Easily fixed, and would have allowed for so much more potential for storytelling. But for some reason, they looked at a game filled with even Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are filled with characters that people love, and I love them too. Boy, wouldn't it have been awesome if we got to actually see them do anything ever at all, and ever actually get to be actively part of the story, outside of like a couple scenes at the beginning and a couple scenes at the end? Holy crud, what a concept. I'm sorry, did you want to see what Link and Zelda's relationship was like now that she's back? Well, I hope the 2 minutes at the beginning and the 2 minutes at the end were enough to hold you over. It's so sad because I see so much fan art depicting their relationship, and it's all so wonderful and so nice, but it's like, why? It sucks that we have to make this stuff up ourselves, doesn't it? Wouldn't it have been awesome if there was, even going back to Link's house, you get to see one journal entry, and it's kind of just Princess Zelda telling you stuff you already know. What's going on? We get more in-depth storytelling in Mario RPGs than we do in modern Zelda. Like, what's up, man? Why take that? If you want to make these like free-flowing, extremely open-ended multiple solutions to every problem kind of game that's very loose on story, or maybe doesn't even have any story at all, then do that. Why don't you make that its own thing? Tears of the Kingdom is so far removed. Here's the thing, Breath of the Wild was already very many steps removed from like a traditional 3D Zelda game. It has a lot of elements that are harken back to the first ever Zelda game, which is very cool. I still think that's awesome. I still love that game. Tears of the Kingdom is so many steps removed from what even Breath of the Wild was doing with its systems and stuff like that. It's like unrecognized. It's like something else entirely. And I love Tears of the Kingdom. I had a fantastic time playing it. But it's just so weird that like this is Zelda now, and I'm not in the boat of like something needs to be the same thing forever. I kind of love the fact that Final Fantasy games change from one game to another, and that they always have. They've always made drastic mechanical changes or even drastic changes to genre. I love that. I think that's awesome. I'm okay with franchises doing that. But you know what Final Fantasy still has from 1 all the way down to 16? It still has an identity. When I look at any of the Final Fantasy games, I can still look at it and be like, no, yeah, that's Final Fantasy. It still feels like Final Fantasy. Good or bad. Good, bad, and ugly. It still feels like, yeah, this is Final Fantasy. When I'm looking at Tears of the Kingdom and somebody's cobbling together a tank with robot arms that spin around and stuff like that, and they're flying across, they're flying across the Hyrule Kingdom in like a mech, in like a Gundam. I'm like, no, yeah, this is sick. This is really cool. This is really awesome. What are we doing again? What are we doing again? And here's the thing. I think they did a really amazing choice right after. The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. They said, hey, we're gonna make a game where you get to play as Zelda. Oh gee, what a concept. Never been done before. Kinda, sorta. I mean, you know, Spirit Tracks has a Zelda element to it, which is cool. I actually really need to play that game. Because I've heard great things about it, and I think it's really cool that Zelda's with you the whole time. Imagine Zelda, a great character, getting to be with you the whole time in a game, getting to interact with you. Could be Tears of the Kingdom. But they said, okay, but what would a Zelda solo adventure game be like? Like mechanically, what would her thing be? And then it's like, oh wait, well her whole thing is wisdom. So it would be about treating every situation in a very methodical, very thoughtful, in a very wise way. It's about thinking around problems. It's about outthinking problems. It's about thinking your way around issues instead of just, you know, doing what Link does, which is rush in head on, because he's courage. He's just courage. Which he's courage. Just blind. I'm gonna rush. I have a stick and I have some Deku nuts, and I'm gonna go rush into this freaking cancerous. I'm gonna go clear out cancerous demon spider tumors out of my great tree dad with my stick that I have. And it's like that makes perfect sense. It's like, and look, they even got to fit it within the Zelda framework. But it makes perfect sense that the game plays entirely different. And yet, you know what I still see? I still see a lot of interesting stuff that they did with the world and the characters, and they included like races from all across of all of Zelda. I saw that you can fit the Link to the Past map onto, it's like you can fit it right on top of Echoes of Wisdom, which is implying that everything else, like the extended parts of the map, are all places that could have existed right outside the bounds you were allowed to play in Link to the Past, or like fits into the world perfectly. It's like, this is cool. This is so cool. And it's so, and the gameplay looks so great. And you know what didn't happen? And you know what didn't happen to make that stuff happen? You didn't have to remove the identity of the game in order to get that stuff to fit in there in a way that makes sense and that is cool and awesome. You didn't have to you got to add, you got to make something new. You didn't strip anything away. And I don't know why we can't just do that more often. Okay. Feast your opticals. I do not believe that's a Cobalt Star Shard. Well, I do believe that's a Cobalt Star Shard. Well, it froze the moment I started. Why? Wait, hold on. Okay. What he did was he panned up and showed us where the shard was. Holy crud! I got it. Like, a part of me is like my fault for not paying more attention, but another part of me is like, it shouldn't be freezing like this. It's crazy. So annoying. Anyways. Yeah, it's totally OBS. It's not my capture card. 100%. It will bring us to a total of 4 shards, won't it? We must retrieve it. Gotcha. Oh, it's literally right in here, yeah. Oh. Easy? Oh. Kylie and Toadboat? What the heck? Thank you very much for choosing Lucky to travel. Have a nice day. Boy, oh boy. I've been shaking the bushes for you boys. Open the mirrors and listen to this. For once, it ain't got a thing to do with the scoops. Get this. I stumbled onto something big. Oh, to something so big, it's even bigger than big. It started when I fell out of that mothership while it was flying over Yoshi's Island. Yeah, she fell right on top of Toadboat, I think. Yeah, see, what happened was I bounced right off of Toadboat's polka dot dome. Yep. Ka-womp. She landed right on my noggin by Boogity. You gotta stop saying by Boogity. It's weird, dude. Everybody's talking about how weird it is that you say that all the time. I'm gonna be honest. And that's when it happened. All of it. My memory came back. I was holding on to this in secret. Well, I was holding on to this in secret. It's a cobalt star shard. Oh my gosh, it's the 5th one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I made the joke. I joked that when we got here in the last episode, I joked that the game was almost over and that this place was... I joked about them speeding like as quickly as possible, getting us the rest of the star shards, as so that we could just get to the end of the game, because the game has been failing to give us the star shards or put us in situations where we could get star shards the whole time. And it's just right here. This is the last one we need, because there's still one more after that, but the very very last one is in the castle. It's in Peach's castle. I genuinely can't believe it. They speed ran the rest of the star shards, even though they had enough levels to just give us the amount of star shards that there were. Now I guess it's technically more levels than that, but it... Why did you even have a collectible in the game? Why did you have a collectible that was supposed to guide us to each other part of the collectible then? They literally, from the jump, EGAD was like, if we collect more of these, then we'll be able to find more of them, and eventually we'll be able to find Peach. And that is not how we found Peach. It just didn't matter at all. So, what are we doing? Yep. It's one of the same cobalt star shards that you've been searching for. If you find all the cobalt star shards, you'll be able to save the kingdom. That's what you all believe, isn't it? But, even if you restore the cobalt star, defeating the Shroobs will still be impossible.
No.
You plan on scooping up all the shards, right, Whiskers? No, don't. Don't! Oh, he's gonna run off with it, and we're not gonna know why. Hold up! The Cobalt Star is attempting to communicate with us. I, of course, am programmed for translatification. Ahead, something ahead. A strong power beckons. Hurry, hurry. Sounds like we're on the correct path. Back to adventure! You could have just had it fly off, but okay. Well, we talked to the Cobalt Star Spirit, and it seemed totally fine, and it totally didn't make one of our babies cry, so I'm sure this will be fine. I'm sure this will be totally good. I'm sure, again, it's not evil, I promise. If you're sitting here thinking that the Cobalt Star might be evil, you think again. It's just too easy. Using all the beans I had after like the first half of the game, to get this badge has made everything fairly trivial now.
Let's go.
Okie dokie.
Good heavens. Well, these things actually don't have that much HP, so... Crud. Oh, I got messed up because of the baby part. Oh wow. These guys are pretty weak. 80, ooh. Okay, well, if we can flatten us. Why even make this time out? Genuinely. What's the other way? Crud, baby Luigi. Oh, he fell off. Ah! Why? I don't understand why make this a timing, like a timed thing. It times out so quickly too. Because all that means is that I have to do this over and over again now. I have to backtrack a like tiny micro challenge. Why? They're already blinking, and if one of the babies times out, then they both time out. Okay. I do like the idea of the collectible that we have being something else or meaning something else. However, again, they failed to make the importance of like the importance of our mission. They failed to make it the Cobalt Star. In fact, they kept diverting our attention away from it over and over again. Oh my gosh. Over and over again. So it's kind of like
Let's go.
Okie dokie.
oh, I see what you're doing. No, I didn't want... Crud. Nice. That was a high-value shell.
Let's go.
Okie dokie.
I guess we could have sent the babies over too. I never think to do that because it's like, well, why do we have to do everything separate to begin with? like honestly. No. That was different. Oh, actually, really quick, what was the, use as many attack items as you like until you take damage? Dude. That's crazy. Even that's kind of crazy. We can't forget that we have the one where if we use 4 attack items, then we like do a bajillion damage. That one's also going to be very good. Giving us a lot of things. How did Toadbird even get past this stuff? Yoinks! Yo, y'all good? Oh. Oh, did it get pieced together? Monster. Danger. The Cobalt Star. Mario, my sketch. Oh, I think I remember what the reveal here is. Let's see if I'm right. Sketch I drew. The answer is there. The hidden answer.
Oh yeah.
Your coffee stain. Rub the sketch, the dirt smudge. Rub it. Oh my gosh, this is the first and only time the game has had me use the touchpad. That's crazy. Oh, I'm rubbing. Oh, yeah. Mario, what you see there is... There was another one. Oh! The heck are you? Whoa! Whoa! Yo, wait, Kylie just got iced like that? Or Toadboat too, but I mean, I'm more attached to Kylie. We've talked to her like a lot more. Oh, I didn't actually heal. Oopsies, whatever. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh. Oh, I messed up bad. Oh, that was so bad. Okay, well, how many times do I have to hit him with a hammer? Again, another case of like... I hit the guy with the hammer like 3 or 4 times and it didn't work. It just didn't matter. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. What? Okay. All right, so let me lay out what that attack pattern was. He's spinning a ball at us, but he trapped us inside containment units. Oh no, we have to break out of the containment units. I mash A and B. Wait, oh, those are spikes? All right. So I mash A and B, right? Oh, there's spikes on it. That means that we can't use 1, 2, 3, 4 items on him. Wow. So he's spinning a ball around. It has an M on it. That means he's gonna throw it at Mario. We break out of the things. He falls over. He gets upset. He kicks it at Mario. At a supreme delay from when it seems like he's going to throw it. And then he jumps at Luigi. like what? Like what the heck? And I'm sorry, and that's on me. I did it wrong. I should have anticipated him. He's marked what brother he's going to attack, and then he attacks the other one anyways also. Like, and that's on me. What are you supposed to do? How quickly am I supposed to? You have to hold down the button to wind up the hammer. What am I supposed to, like, how much faster am I supposed to do that? Alright, dude's a little whack right now. Holy crud, lucky 600 damage? That's ridiculous. Let's do it again for free. Alright. Imagine if we did have the one where we do like 1,000,000 extra damage. What? Oh. Wait, what was that? Wait, why? Crud, when did he... It froze again? Dude, this is crazy, man. Okay. Hold on, it froze, he did an attack, and I dodged it, and then he face flopped on the ground. I really wish you could see him face... Like, I wish you could have seen him face flop onto the ground. But OBS is OBS, so whoops. And there he is. Gosh dang it, I can't believe freaking OBS. I don't know what is. I'm gonna have to see if it needs to like update or something after I'm done with this. For Pete's sake, it should not be this hard to record a single video. It's froze like 3 or 4 times now. Oh, now we can use jump stuff on him, right? I guess that's the idea. Oh, that's it? We did do a bajillion damage to him. Oh. No, now he's just big. Wait, and he can spit out UFOs? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. What? Oh. Okay, again. Oh my gosh, for Pete's sake. I think we need to hit that thing up. Wait, do we just instant lose if we don't hit that thing up? Or we just kill him, I guess. Oh, the UFO left. How convenient for it. Oh my gosh, I totally messed that up. I fumbled the bag. Hit that again. Luigi's been getting screwed up, but everybody else has been fine. Oh, maybe when he puts his arms up, we don't swing? Oh, he left. It moved, so we couldn't hit him with the thing. So the one time we actually got to hit it, we only have one. Okay, so we have one more chance to hit the UFO before, I don't know, like one-shots us or something. But did you see him like flop on the ground? Like, I have no idea why he does that. Really? Okay. Dang, that does a lot of freaking damage, though. Ooh, I actually messed up the button I pressed on that one. I mean, you don't even have... Heck yeah. Good. Yeah. Yeah, flop on the fish. Jump on the deck and flop like a fish. Shroom, brother! Yes, brother. Brother, please. If I do not have the oats, I will die. It froze again. Like, what's up? Okay, maybe that was my bad for not restarting OBS in between me getting up and leaving and shutting everything off and coming back. I left OBS up. I thought it could handle that simple task. Evidently it couldn't. Cool. Awesome. Oh, that's it? Nice. Oh, that's a lot of experience. You know, my videos are simple and stuff, right? But I hope it shows that, like, I put time into them. I try to make, you know, I try to make them look nice, watchable, you know, condense them when I can. Like, you know, get out dead air, freaking make them presentable. So OBS doing it just gets under your skin a little bit when it's just something out of your control. Cause like, I don't know why OBS is doing this. I tried to look it up and people were just kind of like, yeah, it does that sometimes. It's like, what? I don't know. I've seen a million people use OBS all the time and I don't see that doing that specifically. I don't know if it's because I'm using an external capture card device. I don't know if, like, if that's what's the problem is. Crazy. Not a hard fight though. all in all, that was not a difficult fight. Become faster, Mario. Those are just 6s across the board. Jeez. It froze as I was saying all of that. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. Why? Why on earth did it freeze again? Okay. Let's see if we can finish this last freaking... Let's see if we can finish the last, like, 10 minutes of this video. We are almost done, OBS. I need you to hang in there for 2 freaking minutes. 2 to 5 minutes. Can you manage that? Freak, I swear. Holy crap. Actual interesting, plot revelations are happening here. Hey, that's not everything. Cobalt Star Shard number 5. That's number 5. Where's the rest of it? That is the shard that was in Toadbird's possession, if I'm not mistaken. I presume that monster attacked them, hoping to take it for its own. I can't believe Kylie and Toadbird are just got iced, just like that. Poor Toadbird, poor Kylie. This is a travesty. There's nothing we can do for them now, is there? Where did the rest of the Cobalt Star go blastering off to?
Yeah.
Oh, happies. What a relief to see it return unharmed. Indeed, now the number of the Cobalt Star Shards in our possession totals 5. According to my calculators, we should now have access to Shroob Castle.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Back to adventure! If we rescue Princess Peach and defeat the Shroobs, we may be able to re-toadify these two. Okay, well, Kylie isn't a toad. So we're just gonna leave them here like this? Well, this is grim. And we're not gonna ask any questions about why Toadbird ran off or about what monster they were talking about. We're just going to assume it was the one dude we saw. Even though they didn't have the star piece. Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm just asking questions. Oh, there wasn't a thing down here like that, was there? Originally? I don't think so. How many beans do we have? Oh, it's here. 48. We'll check. We'll see what 48 can get us. Greatly increase all damage, both given and received. Would I want any of the other ones? Coins, treasure, and experience. No, that's like that's the most interesting one. Like next one I would want. Yeah, I think so. I think for now, make the babies just like a freaking ride or die kind of team. But I think, yeah, I think when we get to like the final boss, I'll use the one where we use 4 attack items, and then I'll use the rough badge as well. And then we'll just see how it goes. We'll see if we can 2-shot the final boss. Sounds like a plan to me. I'm assuming the damage, or the bonus damage, is also like, affects the, items as well, I would assume. Okay, so we should probably... Yeah, well, we need to run this by EGAD. Hey, bud. What's up? Hey, now, back at last. Collected quite a few of the Cobalt Star Shards now, haven't you, boys? Well, you've got 5 of the Cobalt Star Shards. There's only 1 more to go. Professor, we have data about the Cobalt Star. It appears to possess the power to remove the barrier from the past castle. How'd you come to that conclusion? I mean, unless the Cobalt Star itself told you. It did, actually, yeah, it did. The spirit of the star materialized before us and gave us that very information. I see. Well, if you got it straight from the star's mouth, it's probably accurate. The end's in sight, guys. Well, think good thoughts until you're all safely back here. The time hole in the past castle is on the 3rd floor, fellas. You stay out of trouble now. Although I guess that's not really an option at this point.
Oh no.
Luigi's like, please God, no, Professor. A magical door traumatized me in order to teach me a lesson or some stupid thing like that. It was awful. Alright, well, the only thing left to do is to skedaddle. But before we skedaddle, we'll skadoodle and skedaddle next time. Hey, if you've been enjoying this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of more things in the future. Episodes of this just about every single day. Links in the description of things that I am doing, have been doing, and will be doing in the future. Also, me and my friend are making a game. Any and all support towards that would be much appreciated, so you can support us by supporting anything on this channel, supporting the Devlog streams, and most of all, supporting Patreon with that. Till next time, don't forget to be kind. And don't be afraid to change your mind. We will do ye old rundown. See if there's anything to appreciate. There does not appear to be. Well, the defense goes up, but Luigi's power goes down, Mario's speed goes down. The defense doesn't go up, actually, defense goes up by 10? Well, for Luigi, the defense actually goes up by like 15. But I think we'll probably get more stuff if we... Any new badges? Probably not. I think we're probably good now, huh? Alright, I cannot believe how hard it was to finish this to just finish the episode. The amount of times it froze is astounding to me. How much of all this do we have? We got 22? Oh, that's plenty of... Full revives? That's plenty of that. 23 of the 60 refills. 19 of the mat. Yeah, we're good on healing items, I think. We don't need to buy more attack items. I guess we're good then. We're just gonna go off. Well, next time I'm also gonna look at these other time holes and see what they're all about and if they mean anything or do anything. Because there's like another one here, and we have no indicator of where it goes to, which means we haven't been in it. Well, that's for next time. And for now, goodbye.